intro video to our YouTube channel. So hopefully this lasts a long time. There's not like a ridiculous amount of copyright strikes. This video is just kind of tell you guys who we are, what we do, why we're doing it, kind of like the purpose of this channel. So I'm Grant Bauer. I just graduated college in like December, and I'm a associate planner at a larger agency in Kansas City. So that's kind of my background.
Yeah, I'm Gage. I am an account exec at a mid-sized B2B firm up in New York right now. I also graduated in December.
So like we kind of know what we're doing since it's our profession, and we realized that there wasn't a ton of like awareness around advertising. Like when we tell cousins, friends, sometimes even friends, family members, like I'm a planner for advertising. No one would really know anything about advertising, and we really struggled to realize why. And we realized because no one really talks about it because like no one really likes it. So the purpose of this channel is to kind of like make advertising more fun, at least explain it if you don't understand, and maybe that might make it more fun, and just overall give more awareness around it because it's a lot of fun, like doing all this cool creative work. It's not all just like putting yourself in people's living rooms, stopping the content you want to watch. And we want to share like the better side of advertising, better than those local crappy TV commercials, just the good side. So yeah, that's kind of the purpose of this channel. Cool. And so this show, so how it's gonna go, is that there's 2 shows a week, and each show, I'm gonna bring forth an ad that I like or found interesting or was a good ad from like from my perspective, and then I'll play it, give you my take, and Gage will give you his take, and then Gage will bring an ad, and the same thing, he'll give you his opinion, I'll give you my opinion, and we'll rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like those really crappy local TV shows that you see that are like $10 to produce, and it was shot by the guy who owns the actual company. And then the other side of that, which is a 10, which is arguably the greatest campaign ever, was the Think Small ads for the Volkswagen Beetle back in the 60s and the 70s. So those are kind of our barometers, excuse me. So yeah, so that's kind of what this is for. And then after that we're called Curious Culture. So advertising, at least good advertising a lot of times, is built on like some kind of cultural foundation. So something. So like the Dos Equis Most Interesting Man in the World campaign, like after some research, which is the foundation of most advertising, it was found that young men don't want to be seen as boring at the bar. So Dos Equis played off that with the Most Interesting Man in the World. And so you're going to see a lot of case studies on great advertising are built off what's called an insight. An insight is something in human behavior that's not being, actually exploit is the wrong word, that's not being used, it's not being talked about. So that's kind of a big hitting point for planners. And maybe I should explain. So a planner is the person who does the research and then kind of tells the creative more or less what to do through a creative brief. So that's kind of my job, and that's also what a lot of times makes a really good ad.
Yeah, so we're gonna choose certain ads, both good and bad, based on the ads we find interesting. We're gonna try and kind of avoid bad ads because bad ads are very easy to spot, right? If they're annoying, you want to skip them, you walk away, like you go to the bathroom, whatever it may be. Good ads are ones that pull your heartstrings, they're more meaningful, they're relatable, you remember them more often for being good, positive ads. There'll be a combination of print ads, of promotions, of TV ads. It'll be kind of across the board so we can give you a good mix. We'll be posting videos every Monday and Thursday. So on both days, we'll be breaking down a video each or an advertisement each. And then Monday, we will talk about a case study, kind of the history of it, what it did. And then Thursday, we'll be talking about how like that can be exploited to other industries or other areas or other ad campaigns. So like for convenience might work for campaign X, and how we can work that through to industry Y, for example. So we're also going to do like specials, and those would be, for example, like the Gillette Toxic Masculinity ad or the Nike Colin Kaepernick ad. And we're really here just to focus on the advertising. That's all we really care about. And we want to break down how these ads were made, because these ads were made knowing they were going to be controversial. A lot of controversial ads are known that, hey, we're going to try to make a splash. Here's why, and here's how we're going to do it. Some, like the Nike and Kaepernick, were successful. Some, like the Kendall Jenner Pepsi ad, were not. We're really here to break this down and tell you, from our perspectives, why they were.
All right, hey guys, what's up? We really appreciate you watching the video. If you have anything to say, add, disagree with, adverts that you would like us to dissect, or just general disagreements, if you could drop that in the comments. If you could also like and subscribe, feedback on how we're doing, we'd really, really appreciate it. Thanks.